3 different versions. That's the first one, second one, and that's the last one. I'm using these 2 for the remake, but this 3 right here has the same foundation, a fucking sine wave and a saw wave. So let me show you how I got to make 3 patches and how I got to process them. Well, I'm at a new serum right here without nothing, without any effects. Well, first thing we're gonna do is put the tonality of this stuff 50 cents up. That means half a semitone. And how we put that micro tonality in serum? Well, let me show you. Well, on source you're gonna put envelope 2, and on destination you go to global master tuning, and that's it. Then we put on the amount 1, and finally we're gonna use an aux source, and that's gonna be a macro, the first macro we have right here. We're gonna rename it tone. Then what we're gonna do is use the macro and put it at 50%. It's gonna sound like this. Well, let's put the pattern right here. So for the first version and like the foundation of all of this stuff, I'm putting here a sine wave, and we're gonna put it 1 octave down. Then here on the oscillator B, let's put another sine wave, and let's put an FM from B. Let's increase the FM from B. Then on the oscillator B, we're gonna put a band plus and put it all the way up. Then we're gonna put the oscillator B 1 octave down. Then now let's make this shape on the LFO 3 and put it on the band plus so we can modulate it with it. Then we put a filter, put the cutoff all the way down and modulate it with the LFO 3. Then let's put a saw wave on the sub oscillator, put it 1 octave down, turn the volume all the way up, and on the filter let's turn the sub oscillator on. The sound is constantly changing because of the randomize right here, so put it all the way down on both oscillators. Then let's put some compression. Well, then on the LFO1 we're gonna put this shape right here. We're gonna go to the matrix, put LFO1 here on the source. Then on destination we're gonna put global master tuning. Well, the type is gonna be like on one way, and then we are gonna play with this amount. And then we're gonna post process it. First we have a distortion, this sine distortion. Then we have this disperser for the lows. Then an OTT cutting all of the highs right here, well kinda. Then we have another disperser but really subtle. Another one but really high. Then we have another OTT to compress it all. And a texture right here to add a little bit of noise. And as you can see here, the mix level it's not all the way up, but it's kinda like 75%. Then we have this EQ that is cutting all the lows, boosting some of the mids and highs, and cutting some of the highs. Then another OTT to giving a little final touch and compressing all the effects together a little bit. And finally this reverb, I'm putting the mix level kinda 25% or so. And this is what we have right now. Let's listen to the first one I made. And then we have that as a foundation. Then I'm gonna explain what I do on the second version, that it's like the final for the first part, because we have 2 patches on the drop. We have this one, and then we have this one that is really like so wavy. So the first one, I'm turning off the sub oscillator that has the saw wave. We're having here a distortion, a top distortion that is kind of on 80%. Then on here is the same post processing, but we're just turning off the sub oscillator. And well, the filter, we have the low pass and the cutoff is at the middle. Because without the filter, with it. And then finally for the second one, we are turning on the sub oscillator. We're putting the saw wave 2 octaves down, as well as the sine wave right here, and we are here doing AM from B, not FM. On the oscillator B we have a saw wave 1 octave down, and that's it. Here on the playlist I'm turning down the mix level of the distortion and the disperser that is hitting these frequencies. And here, as you can tell, I'm playing with the pitch bend. What I did was like putting here on the pitch bend 24 semitones, and then I press this, control the pitch bend, and then right click, create automation clip, and that's it. If you got to this part of the video, you can know now that you can get this for free. The link is gonna be in the description down below. Yeah, that's it, people.